Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So this is going to be a longer video. We're going to be doing solo duos no fill. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm not sad. I know my voice sounds a little maybe down, but I wanted this video to be really real. Right now, as of recording, I believe it's 1:38 a.m., meaning it's in the middle of the night for me. And I had a really, really bad day, unfortunately. But I'm not depressed. I'm not sad, like super sad about it. At the end of the day, it turned out pretty good because things kind of bounced back. FYI, I'm on my main account. Let's see if we get sweats in this lobby. I guess, kind of. I mean, we got some diamonds. Let's see what the trails are like. Now, the point I want to make with this video is I really practice what I preach. When I make a video talking about a bad day or talking about something, I really take it to heart of what I'm trying to talk to you guys about. Hey, look, we got, I guess, a pretty decent lobby, I guess you could say. We're going to drop somewhat hot here. The focus of today's video is that I had a really unfortunate circumstance that my son got hurt today and we took him to the ER. Don't worry, everything's fine. He's doing great. And in a couple days, it'll be like everything's fine. It was just one of those things, a scare as a new time first parent. He fell, he had an incident. Those things happen. I also had a really rough day at work, and I also had a rough, you know, it's just one of those days. You know, everyone has a day. But remember, I made a video. Well, let's see if I actually get jumped on, which I think I am, unfortunately. I'm going to have to run. I have a Mozambique, which isn't the best, so I'm going to rotate actually north. The point of this video is I'm going to be recording 4 games. That's it. Just 4 games. And I'm going to be really real about what it's like to have a bad day and then playing a game. So you're probably also asking, why am I playing in the middle of the night? Well, this is just how I decompress. And remember how I spoke to you guys that you have to find something that makes you decompress? My wife's asleep, my son's asleep, and this is just how I decompress from the day. I need a moment, and it happens to be content as well. And really talking with you guys. I enjoy this. I'm going to go rotate back in a second. I'm trying to be really efficient and loot. And I'm trying to get enough to whenever I go back that I can fight. So I'm going to stick with the car SMG. I'm going to take the longbow for range. And we're just going to rotate in and give a fight. So this video could be really long. It could be really, really boring because maybe I don't get into a lot of fights. I'm going to go back in, don't worry. I landed. I had like 3 teams land on me. I don't really know how many teams landed on me. But I'm going to try dropping just the middle of World's Edge. 4 rounds is what I'm going to do today. I may end up only... That's like 2 hours if I get towards the very end. But we'll see what happens. So, okay, so I'm pushing up. I don't know if there's somebody on the left side of this building. Remember when I talk about a bad day, sometimes it's not necessarily your aim is bad. Sometimes you just have unlucky moments, right? Okay, so I took a shot. I probably shouldn't take the shot. He's gonna run right towards me. I heard him stem. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to turn and do a 180 if he overextends and makes a mistake, because then I can catch him out by himself. Otherwise, I'm just gonna rotate over to the north. I will queue up. I'm gonna queue up right now and take a look. Hopefully his friend isn't nearby. Let's take a look. How excited is this guy? Oh, he is. He's pretty excited. So I'm going to hold over in this angle right here, and I'll be ready for the octane. Take a few shots, probably miss. His hitbox is much larger than mine, to be honest. Honestly, I'm kind of throwing. If I could move up on this and his teammates there, I'm dead. So let's find out. Let's find out if I die here. I'm kind of gambling here.
Oh, I hope you're still hungry, Newt.
I got my Q in a few seconds. Here I'm above. I'm going to queue up. Try to do some entry damage. His hitbox is definitely... smaller, but now I have the advantage here.
The ring's close and we got plenty of time. No need
Waiting for him to make a mistake. I should probably sell up, but I'll hold for a second. I don't know if he's solo or not. I don't know what's going on here. Why he's so committed on making this. That's a decent sky nade. I'm just waiting for him to make a mistake at this point. This is taking forever. Wow, I'm just gonna push. Screw it. If I lose, I lose. I lost. Unfortunate. So I overextended on it. That's the first round. So I got 3 more. 3 more under my belt. That was kind of embarrassing. But you know, that's kind of the point that I wanted to make with this video. And you know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I wonder if I just make this like a raw video. It's just to prove that these are all 4 rounds continuous. Oh, I didn't mean to hit my mic. I apologize. That just to showcase what happens. They were 100% overextended. I was playing not patient. When I went in, I just whiffed the shots. First game on. Of today, I literally spent the evening in the ER. I came home, everyone was asleep, and now like I'm up and awake. So what do I do with my time? You know, like I'm not gonna be able to fall asleep. I'm just kind of like wired at the moment, and my thoughts are elsewhere. So what can I do? I can take a moment, just kind of really breathe, let it sink in. I got a little overzealous. I did get the shots pretty decently there, and I had to jump at that point. I probably should have reloaded the car if I knew I was going to miss my longbow shots, but the octane definitely pushed in, and that's just, I don't know what else to say about that fight. It's just the unfortunate circumstance that just happens. There's nothing to be upset about either. And that's really what I tell everyone. Remember the tips. Don't be upset if you're having a bad day. Use this as a way to decompress. You're going to lose fights. It's perfectly fine. What did I learn from there? I got a little impatient. I just kind of wanted to make something happen. I didn't want to wait anymore. If I waited and I got the longbow shot, then I slid in, that's what I should have done. But I did admit that I just got a little too excited, right? I'm going to land again on the fragment. Let's just do 4 drops fragment. Maybe that'll make the video a lot more interesting, because I don't really want to rat. Now, I will run away if my resources are really bad, like you saw at the start. Again, I'm on my main account. Some decent teams are landing there. I'm going to land on the outskirts over here and reposition that way. I'll probably put in some music in between here and there. But the whole point of this video, I just really wanted to make it feel really authentic and real. So as a follow-up to the other video where we talk about having a bad day, and that I'm just not spewing, I don't know, lack for a better word, crap at you guys. That I like those tips. I really take to heart, even if I have a day. You know, like my move is not bad right now. I thought I saw purple in here. I'm gonna hold that. I'm hope for a R301. Dead sliding a little bit. You know what's interesting? Right before I started this, actually, everyone, you should comment it when you have bad days. What you guys do? I swear I saw purple. Am I crazy? That okay, so there's somebody in front of me. My God, I'm all over the place. I can't move things for some reason. I'm a little just shaky, I guess. I think I'm gonna die. I'm gonna queue up. I'm gonna turn. Yeah, I think they're gonna full send me out. Yep. All I can do is just turn and just shoot. Okay, that was also a rough round. I shouldn't have shot. I should have waited. I was already a little bit, lack for a better word, shaky, I guess. And like I'm already bad with my inventory. So we got 2 more. 2 more. Maybe we'll go to 5. Maybe, because these are pretty fast, and I'm not really sure how I feel about. I just kind of feel like I'm gonna embarrass myself. Like, cause you just have bad days and you have bad games, and it's perfectly fine. Like if you know, let's the things that we learned from the first round. Let's not play impatient, so let's really slow this one down. I'm going to drop hot, but we're going to slow it down. I also want the video to be entertaining and really learn something from it. 2, I'm going to wait before I engage in this next one. Let's see what we do when we fix that. Wait. So the common theme right now is patience. This is my first 2 games on. I need to slow it down. I need to take a breath. And I need to collect myself. I am talking about some heavy topics here and there, and I want you guys to know that I'm really engaged with you guys. So I'm making this video. And I'm hoping by maybe the 3rd or last round here, because I'm not playing bad players. I gotta remember that. I gotta respect the players that are in this lobby. I'm not just running around playing pubs, you know. I mean, it is pubs, but I mean, pubs it feels like ranked these days, you know. Might as well just go play ranked. I'm gonna run into the same lobby. I look behind me and I see Diamond, Master Trail, the Diamond. Let's see, what do we got? Because we knew there was a Master Squad in here. I wonder if they're gonna play it a lot slower. We just need to go for loot quickly and get engaged. Okay, so this is more or less a diamond lobby, I guess you could say, with some master trails in it. So, you know, if this is really hot, I'm going to land over here, get the loot that I need, and I'm going to rotate in as quickly as possible. So I'll just kind of assess that, because I kind of am just warming up. Okay, that's a full master squad. Are they going to 3-stack land on me? A little weirded out by that. Dude, are you serious? No shot. What the heck? That's kind of weird, man. Chasing somebody on a rough day, huh? You guys see, that's crazy. Comment, guys. Like, I know I got my pred trail on, and I know I'm solo, but listen, do I deserve that? That's crazy. All right, let's get some loot. Remember the rule. Let's take a breather. Let's play this a little more patiently. Let's get in this. You know what I mean? It's really late. Like I said, I'm a little wired. I've had a bit of a day. Let's see if we can kind of smooth this out a little bit. There's no reason, like, you know how I said, like, people say, oh, how do you stay so calm? I won't even get upset. I mean, you could question things. Like, it is very strange getting chased like that. I'm not mad. I think it's pretty funny. But you just remember that it's a game. The whole point of this is that I'm trying to decompress with you guys. And I'm taking it to heart. And I'm calming my nerves because I want to be able to sleep at night too. What's the saying? A guilty conscience can't sleep because they feel guilty. I don't know. Maybe somebody can fill in the gaps there. I'm recording this live, so somebody wants to push me, huh? I'm gonna back up. Play patient. Play patient. I mean, I'm getting into the thick of it, but what the heck is that? I don't have better armor. I got some cells. I could fight this. Actually, you know, let's just fight. Oh wow. It's unfortunate. They're just going to camp in the building and they got a caustic. I kind of whiffed a few shots, but I did get some headshots. You know, it just is what it is. Come on out. I want to fight you guys. I don't mind. I need to warm up anyways.
The ring's closed and we got plenty of time.
This guy's ISO on the right, so I'm gonna queue up and try to damage him. There we go. I'm gonna come around this corner and bat because he's not gonna be able to leave the open. Just in case they res, I'm just gonna reset. I know they're gonna scan because they know where I'm at, so I got a smaller hitbox here. I'm gonna white swing it. They honestly could have eliminated me there, I'm not gonna lie. Kudos to that. I'm gonna go with a spray weapon. My single shots are a little off today, so I actually will do this. I will switch weapons depending on how I'm feeling for the day. If I know I'm a little wired, I'm a little stressed, sometimes I go for a little bit more spray weapons than I will for single tap, because I know if I'm not warmed up or I'm not kind of in it, the single tap might make me a little bit more jittery, and I don't really want a hard throw during this video because I've already kind of embarrassed myself a little bit too much, so I'm kind of like, let's just run 2 spray weapons. Let's just play this a little safer, you know what I mean? I mean, it wasn't bad, but I'm overly critical about how I play as well. Like, I know I can win that fight. I know I'm better than those 2 players mentally. You know, I'm not trying to be like rude about it, but I'm confident in my abilities, right? Actually, I'm gonna, you know, I talk about single shot, but you know what? I got a flatline. This is probably going to be a better, healthier option. So also, why did I wide swing that Bloodhound? Well, I decided to do that once I knew they were going for the res. Either he had to they had to commit, excuse me. They had to commit, or they had to, I guess, just throw their game and just, I mean, they had an option. They threw their scan, and the scan that they threw was there to kind of deter me or scare me, but once I realized they're going for the res, I just pretty much went in for it. I kind of ran initially from the fight, but I needed a warm up. I needed to just get into at least some sort of smart engagement, which I did, and now have armor, and I can kind of play for, I guess you can see the end game, I guess, like, for a better word. This isn't the most entertaining gameplay, but my goal is to kind of keep in line with the video that I made, and instead of like flexing you guys crazy gameplay, because I know like I can sit here and try to record more gameplay, which is what I was thinking that I was going to do. And then I kind of decided against it, and I said, you know what? Let's try to do something a bit more. Oh, I'm so tempted to grab that longbow, I'm not going to lie. Let's go look for a fight, though. Duos, top 7. Got better placement. Placement isn't everything, but in ranked, it sure as heck is if you want to get top 5. The new rank changes, if somebody had a question for me whether I like the new rank changes, I really do. I find it pretty easy to rank up, actually. I don't find it very difficult. I've run into some circumstances where I got thirded and like pushed into a building hard around the armory. I think they need to fix that. But other than that, I don't know. I don't really have anything against the new rank system. I find it pretty easy. I'm plat 2. I was going to play rank today, and because I want to do the spectating diamond lobbies again, but I want to reach diamond. I'm confident I can reach diamond probably by the weekend. I usually put in when somebody asks how many hours do I put in Apex, it varies. Some days, like if I really get the availability, I would love to put in 5+, maybe even 6. Days like today, this is my first game on, so an hour and a half, but it's also recording for content, so there's some justification behind it. So that kind of works. Did I warm up before this? No. I ate a very late dinner, AKA I was, you know, in the ER room, so I didn't eat. I didn't feel hungry. I was super stressed, and I came home and ate. Oh my gosh, look at that. In this scenario, I think I'm actually going to go for the gold skirt. Because I only have 2 batteries, and I think I can reset more. I assume that these last fights are going to be very long-winded. So I'm going to go with that. Just listening, I thought I heard footsteps. I'm going to go with that assumption that these fights are going to be pretty long, and that I may not get enough damage to rank up the purple if there's only a few squads left. So I'm just going to stick with that. I'm going to actually drop my Phoenix kit, go for more cells, so I have those at my disposal. So keep resetting and keep poking. That's why I hesitated on the longbow earlier. I know at this point in stage in the game, I need to be ready for a long range engagement. Right now I'm using a flat line. It isn't ideal, but if I find an opportunity to garner a larger hitbox, that's probably what I'm going to try to do. Right now, I'm just pretty much... Back up for a second. Really? Okay. I don't know if that's to run away or if that was to land on me. Let's find out. I'm going to take height on this building. And if they run in the open field, I'm going to shoot at them. No, I don't think they know I'm here. So I'm going to chill right here. I'm going to take this angle in the building, and I'm going to wait for a second, because I don't know if that was to run away from somebody. But I'm not going to hesitate to take a shot. So I see one. I didn't hear a second one. So that could be another solo. If there's another solo, especially duos. I don't know if duos or trios is sweatier sometimes. I think it depends on the time of day. Okay, they're coming across. Get ready. Did he stop? Did he see me? No shot. Did you actually see me? Probably did. Sometimes duos, what my point is going to be a little sweatier compared to no-fill trios. Trios, because most people aren't always going to be in comms, and no-fill duos, you can almost guarantee that they're going to be sweating and in comms together. So you do have that. I need to incorporate more movement into what I'm doing for today. My movement has been a little stale, I'm not going to lie. But it's just kind of like this is how I identify if I'm having like a really good day or a bad day, is you have to be a little bit more self-aware of what's going on with you. And understand... Oh, shoot. Okay, I feel like I'm going to regret this. But I'm gonna be cheesy. No. I'm going to grab the sentinel. I'm window shopping. Don't do what I'm doing right now. It's a mistake. Trust. So the mistake I'm making there is window shopping, and I could have been over in this encounter a second sooner. Just kidding. I'm going for when this is window... Oh my gosh, I'm embarrassing myself. This is what it is. So I see one there. I'm going to move up a little bit because I want to get in on this encounter, but people are taking it pretty slow. There's a longbow. That's what I'm looking for. Way better. Because I can shoot irons with this.
The ring doesn't close for a minute. Enough time to
this is bad. This is so bad doing this. Window shopping like that. It's just... The problem is I'm not getting in fast enough, and I'm literally costing myself positioning. I should have just grabbed the longbow earlier. But as this keeps going on and on, I need to be very aware that it's going to get more and more sweaty and difficult. I could take a shot here. I think I should hold it. Just for actually, I'm going to headshot him. We'll give it a second.
Ring's not far.
55, purple and cracked, 110. So we're just going to rotate at this point. I did my damage. I caused some grief. And I'm going to hard hold this angle in position. Hopefully they run towards me. That's kind of why I took that shot there. Just to cause some disarray. 55. Okay. They're fighting pretty hard, and I do want to get involved in this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ult their door right there. Yoink. And then I'm going to gate them right here. I'm going to get involved in a second, though. They haven't knocked each other. It's kind of weird. I'm going to take the window up. I'm going to queue up. I'm going to look at this window right here. Okay, so at least I know one of them went down. I'm going to wait for a second. Zone is closing. I need to know where zone is. I got to go that way. So there's 2 down. Finish that guy.
Enemy removed.
It's a 1v1v1, but I need to go to zone. Just for a second. Let them retrieve those banners. I just secured the kills. Kind of cheesy, but I don't know the situation.
Be ready, Newt. An enemy landed.
Alright, I'm 100% going to zone. We got a 1v1v1v1. What's going on over here? Let's just go this way. I'm gonna have everyone just push out a zone. I'm gonna kind of secure this dub. This is kind of silly. If I could just get into the center of this, which I don't mind doing at all, but it is a little silly what's going on right now. Watch me end up winning this round. That'd be crazy. This is weird. You know, sometimes just stuff like this happens. Unless that late guy was also part of the squad. Okay, I got height here. I'm chilling, I guess. I hate kind of just playing the poke battle, but, you know, sometimes it is what it is. Where are you? Rezzing outside a zone. Interesting. Okay, they mopped up, and the team in the back is rezzing. So, I could do one of two things. I mean, I could have gone in on that and been a lot more aggressive. But I kind of whiffed my shot, so I'm a little bit on the iffy side right now. And that plays with a little bit of confidence. It's a confidence issue that I'm having right now. But that clears up after a few games. You notice even going from one game, I'm getting a little bit more consistent. At least I'm feeling a little bit better. I'm kind of finding my element and finding my groove. And I've already done that between two games. One, I didn't get upset. And now I'm pretty much just finding some consistencies and finding where my flaws are. And then when you finally take rank seriously, it should be good to go, you know? This is why I went for the gold armor. I'm going to queue up top up here. I need the team in the back to actually do something. Kind of help me out. I'm going to have height here. I'm going to shoot down on them.
Ring's close, and we've got 45. Plenty of time for a kick.
They got to rotate up to me. Okay, kind of whiffed that.
We've got half a minute, Newt. Might have a wee cat nap.
I might get landed on.
And I'm back.
Because I think they took the balloon. Yeah.
Eye sharp. A wee baddie landed nearby.
Ooh. Oh. Close. I should have popped the cell initially just to top off. I kind of went in with white armor versus full red. That's kind of unfortunate. But there were one, so that's not bad. All right, we go again. Fourth round. Let's see what we can do in the fourth round and see if we actually spice it up a little bit. So the mistake I made there, if I landed one of my extra shots and maybe the spray, I could have put a little more pressure. My positioning was pretty smart. Whenever they went up, I honestly should have celled right away. There is a change that they made that even when you're out of bounds, you can't pull out your weapon. And then when Horizon drops on me, I know for a fact at that point that I should have the drop on them. So I think those were the two mistakes there, honestly. I probably could have pushed in sooner on some of the fights, but I was feeling a little wonky. I'm hoping now, game 4, I'm kind of warmed up at this point. After a really rough day, a really long day, now I can kind of just, let's see what happens. Let's see, you know, sometimes this is what happens. Because I even feel like even on a good day, maybe I still would have whiffed these shots. Maybe recording this, you know, you can't really just blame always the hard day, especially if you've already mentally reset and you're just good to go. I have no idea how this video is going to perform. I kind of feel like it's a scuff video, but I don't know if it's going to make me look bad or people are going to judge the gameplay, but there's no reason to stress about that at this point, you know? I stream live, and you guys saw my live gameplay last Saturday where we won, like, I don't know, 7 games out of the, what was it, the 10 or 9? We really popped off. So you see when I have really crazy good days and where things are going right, and this is just me being up front on a really bad day. And I guess that's kind of the goal, you know? I don't know, maybe this will be a really cool moment. Maybe this will be something. If you're at this point in the video, comment and timestamp it. I kind of want to know, honestly, who's watching at this point in the video and your thoughts, right? There's a lot of teams here. I'm not going to be able to beat that, so I'm going to land over here, see if anybody landed with me. No, we're good. So I'm going to rotate really, really quickly. Okay, guys? So speed run looting, no window shopping this time. I'm not going to screw up. I'm just going to tap strafe around as I'm moving. And once I get my ideal loadout, I got to stop looting. Because Prowler Hemlock isn't bad. Let's go with that. Yep. We're pretty much good to go. You know, actually. There we go. Okay, we're moving in now. Screw it. We're good. We should be good. I know that there's the opportunity to find better armor, but honestly, I need to kind of get into the thick of it now. Especially with how many sweaty teams that I see there. I can probably get some picks and really get involved, and people think that I am not by myself. Because if people identify that you're by yourself, then, well, that's whenever you get caught out and mistakes happen, right? Because ideally, the only thing I could really use in this situation is a... Let's queue up.
Flattened the whole squad.
That's super glad by him.
Shields recharging.
Oh shoot, that's a different team. That's a different team. I don't think that's the same. Oh, maybe it is. Let's queue up right here. Hey, Horizon. Oh shoot, no, no. Don't let this be the end. This is going to be the end of the video. Don't do it. Oh god, they got the res. I got the armor swap. I need to move, I need to move, I need to move, I need to move. That's so unfortunate I got shot in the back. Why were they there? I may run into another guy here. This is getting crazy. Ooh, you know what? You know what I'm noticing, guys? Feeling a little bit more warm, right? We got 2 kills there. One of them got res, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Oh, hello. How are you? No. Do I end the video here? I feel like I'm finally starting to warm up a little bit. I know I missed some shots there, but I kind of feel like I just finally like, okay, let's just do one more. Okay, Master Squad, you know what, it's fine. Let's just do one more. We're going to do 5. Last time we did this, we did 5. I'm starting to feel a little bit perkier. It took me a little bit to warm up. What time is it right now? Let's take a look. We are at 2:07. It was around 1:38. So it took not even an hour to really warm up. That's not bad. I think that's kind of realistic. I think that's kind of fair. Where, like, it just kind of sinks in. You see where, like, I had some unfortunate getting shot at and then getting run up on. And I could have landed a few more shots there. And that was a Masters player. So, like, I'm not just getting into bot lobbies like, oh, this is super easy. These lobbies are easy. No. We're real here. This is real Apex. This is real solo queuing. This is real sweats. Real commentary, real honest tips, real thought process. It is what it is. You know, but I kind of felt like I was really kind of zoning in there for a minute, and it's only taken me a little bit of time to really find that. From the first round, okay, I'm a little shaky, I need to figure it out, I need to slow it down, I need to think about positioning, I need to speed it up, and you find like the middle ground between it. So if I kept going after this video for about another hour, I assumed I would drop solo queue at least anywhere from like a 10 to 20 kill game. I assume. I like, even if I dropped a little safer and then really played it smart. This is how I approach a really bad day. On a good day, it would only take me like 1 game or 2 games to really kind of get going. But that doesn't always work out that way. And sometimes you have days like today that are just really unfortunate. Honestly, I'm going to upload this as raw as possible. I'm going to overlay some music here and there, just a little bit. You know what we're going to do this time? Let's see here, because I think those teams landing. No, they're not there. But I'm going to land here. I'm going to grab the loot, and I'm going to run in, because we got a Red Trail, a couple Masters, a couple Diamond Squads. It looks like they're all pretty sweaty. Let's see where they're at. I can probably drop a little hotter, but let's just take this slow. Quick on loot. Quick on rotation, quick to get in. I think if I was more warmed up and in the zone, I would probably just drop right in the middle on top of them, go for a gun, and just go for it. But I also kind of just need to feel out the game and just kind of... I guess whenever you're having those days, it's okay to just take it a little slower. You know, there's no harm in it. And you shouldn't think any less of yourself at all. I know even in the video, I start to think less. You're like, man, I feel like... I'm not being, what's the word, confident or smart or better or ego pushing. Okay, no matter how this round ends, we're just going to end it here, and we're going to let the video be the video. Okay, guys? I promise. I just got a little excited from the last round because it's kind of feeling like I'm kind of finding it a little bit. And even if we're not, that's going to be okay. Let's see if they're up top up here.
Shields recharging.
Hear the res. The rest of the building. Crap.
Shields recharging. Enemy shield.
Got one down. Let's top off. Shoot. No. Unfortunate. All right, you know what? Sorry if it picked up. I was scratching my beard there. I'm gonna let this be where it is here. I think I'm gonna let the video be this, because I'm starting to feel a lot more confident, but I don't really feel like there's a reason to flex any like the good gameplay. I think we had a really good conversation about what happens on a bad day, a good sequel, a solo queue guide, if you will, kind of like segueing your way in to warming up and getting a good game. And I didn't cut anything. So I want you guys to know that there's no lying here in terms of like what you're seeing. There's no cuts at all. And I just kind of let the conversation be the conversation. I don't plan on doing this video series like this a lot, but I feel like it resonates a lot with people in terms of like the type of day you have when you come home and you game and what happens. And there is the takeaway thoughts to wrap up all the tips of what we discussed here in the video. Is that you're gonna have really bad days, but you log into Apex and it's okay if you lose these rounds, because it's about having a good time and learning. I still learned a lot. If we recap like game 1, I got a little impatient. I can lay my shots, and then I just full sent the Octane without getting the entry damage, and kind of I threw my game. That was number 1. Game 2, trying to think back. My memory's already failing me. I would have to go back again, but let's just go back to the last game there. I needed to sell a little bit faster. Sometimes you can kind of judge what a team is going to do when they rotate out, when they did it. I just need to be the seconds. I spoke to Sarah about this a few nights ago. Seconds really matter, guys, in terms of whether you get to sell off. So like the last game where I could have taken an extra second and then bunny hopped, and then also taken a moment to realize that I had the upper hand in the encounter. And the difference is within those seconds. If I was 150 HP the last round versus 200 and some odd because they had red armor, and I could have won the fight. I could have won the encounter. Sometimes just going in it can be better, but sometimes just playing patiently and breathing. The important thing that I can't stress enough is really breathing as you're doing a lot of this, especially when you have a really bad day. Sometimes getting yourself a little too frantic, especially when I mentioned that I already knew I was wired. Know your body, know who you are for that day and what you bring to the table. If you're a little wired, slow it down just a little bit until you feel really warmed up. At this point, it is now, if I look at the time, it is 2:13. It hasn't even been a full hour of doing this whatsoever. So because it hasn't even been a full hour, I can confidently tell you that I know without a shadow of a doubt from my gameplay, if I kept in this route for at least another 45 minutes, I'll be warmed up and I'll get myself a 10, 12 kill plus game easy. Sometimes it happens where you warm up after 1 or 2 rounds. Sometimes it takes 5 rounds. In this instance, it looks like it's going to take a little bit more, especially on a rough day. But if you let your ego beat you and you don't learn from those mistakes, and trust me, there's a lot you guys can digest. Like if I went through critically of this gameplay, like I would be so harsh on it from every second of what I was doing, why I didn't take a shot, why I took a shot, everything. But when you're in the moment and you're just having one of those days, there's no reason to judge yourself, okay? I'm not judging myself. I'm trying not to judge myself. But the stuff that I talk about when you have a bad day in Apex, there were some good moments in there, and there were moments where it could have turned into brilliance. And I guarantee, I'm going to end on this note, if you watch your gameplay, you're going to see that you're close to finding brilliance, but you can't be shrouded by the fact that you ultimately lost, because you can do it. Even if you get bogged down on a day like today, that I may have, and I know that you would have a similar day as well. I want to thank you guys for watching my horrible gameplay, for listening to me. I wanted to keep it honest, real, authentic, because that's the type of channel that I built, and that whenever I make a video, that I'm not just lying to you guys and making this content because it gets views. I'm making it because I hope that it helps somebody out there. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I appreciate all of you guys for watching. See you guys in the next video.